Welcome to Bitcoin Climate, where we observe the climatic pulse and forecast of Bitcoin during the past few days. This content is not official financial advice, it's for educational purposes only. Guys, immediately we get into today's content. We start with the Fear and Greed Index, currently at 68, entering that greed zone, guys. Look clearly, yesterday at greed 66, today at greed 68, and yeah. Look at that. Last week, greed as well. More on the yellowish side, but still greed. As we can see here, basically, we see just a pump in the Fear and Greed Index after making higher lows than these previous one. Now we made a higher high. So, even though it looks a little bit ugly in the way that it executed, the trend is still intact, and the trend is your friend until the end. So we made a new local high, currently at 68, which is today's current high. And right now the trend is up, and we'll see how far up it gets with that greed, before it pulls back to the mean, and then we can go on from there. Then we move on to Bitcoin's current price today at $28,145. Guys, we do see a green positive bullish candle today for Bitcoin, just ascending on its way to that 28,679 key resistance level. That's pivotal, guys. It is. Why? Well, it's been resistance just in the past, as we can see here. Actually was support here before breaking down, and then back here support as well, A little bit of resistance back here, but it's been major support for years in the past. So now we're heading on up towards resistance. If it breaks that, in a strong manner, then yikes, man. We might be expecting, 40-50K if it breaks above the $31,800 key resistance. That's like that range, as you can see here, the 28.6 to 31.8 here. The same deal, we had a wicks in between that range here as well, and then support on the top part of this resistance level. So yeah, these are the key levels for Bitcoin, to keep an eye out, as it's been extremely bullish for the next couple of days. Towards the downside, we do see that $26,500 key support for now. That's the key support that we're supposed to, keep our eye out for Bitcoin. If it breaks that down, then it goes back down to that $25,171 support level. And I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't, guys. After this being such a key level, the 25K for years, essentially, let me see. Let's look back here a little bit here, and then here was in June, for months, I meant to say, almost a year. Such key resistance, right? So now we're here, right? We're at this point where I wouldn't be surprised if we get a small pullback back to the mean, and then before possibly continuing on to that 31.8K. No one ever knows, right? Bitcoin, what we do know is that it's heading into clear resistance as we speak. So we believe that's what Bitcoin's gonna do next. It's gonna stay here in this range, maybe pop up to this one, then have a pullback back down to 25K, and that's gonna be the pivotal moment. Are we gonna hold that now as support after being resistance for so long, or will it break down to lower levels once again? On the stochastic RSI on the daily, we do see a small cross up. Once again, it does have room to get to 100 up here, so I wouldn't be surprised before possibly having a turn like this, where we go back to the mean a little bit, let the indicators reset, and then either prepare for the next pump or dump. So the RSI as well, a little bit extended, heading into overbought levels here above the 70 mark. Still a lot of room to grow again, but again, if you do see it here, this part over here is clearly lower than this, right? So you see like that divergence per se. So if you see the divergence here, where these prices were back here, now you have these prices, right? So you see that divergence here, where the indicators, the RSI is going down, and then the price continues to make higher highs. So that's definitely, a divergence that you want to keep in mind. Now, if the RSI continues to pump and it gets above 89, essentially 90, which I doubt, but you just never know, then the divergence would be canceled out. So definitely something to keep in mind. Same with the money flow index, which is another indicator. You have a high, and now you have this high here. So we'll see what's going to happen in the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks for Bitcoin. But right now, just a lot of bullishness, a lot of positive momentum in the markets, as we can also see here in the weekly. You know, we're going to go to this weekly chart in a bit as usual, but basically here on this one, look at that. The indicator just pumped up, you know, consolidated here, made a new local high from all these moves, but you know, still here. Let's analyze it. Here prices were actually higher here, you know what I mean? But again, it seems that the trend is starting to shift. We do see a cross up once again, rebounding from that 80 level towards the upside. This week is going to be important as it closes out to confirm. But yeah, this massive candle, incredible, from 21.5 to 28.5. That's a $7,000. What is it? Insanity, guys. Wow, what a week last week for Bitcoin. A $7,000 move. This is the biggest green candle since when? It was even bigger than this one. And wow, $7,000 move. We've hadn't had that since what? From 38K to 40. Yeah, since back here. Insane, guys. Just straight up insanity in the markets last week. And this week we have a tiny candle. Hasn't closed yet. We still have the rest of the week to see how that candle is going to pan out. But on a weekly, chart looks bullish. You have a stochastic cross up. You know, there's still room to go up based on the RSI as well. We do see this massive candle. You know what I mean? With that positive momentum and that pressure. So things are looking good for Bitcoin, man. Things are certainly looking good for Bitcoin. Same here. We see this candle a little bit up and closer. Massive candle just breaking this ascending channel pattern with this fake out candle, dragonfly doji here on the weekly. Just, hey, a lot of, again, these charts are saying they paint the story. You know what I mean? They're saying if we're bullish, if we're bearish. And right now we're just bullish. I mean, we're bullish heading into key resistance. Again, something to definitely keep in mind. But again, right now we just have to see if Bitcoin is going to continue, you know, to have that bullishness for the next couple of days to the next couple of weeks, or if it's going to make a decision soon with regards to that matter, guys. So exciting times. Then we also have the Bitcoin dominance, guys. Wow, look at that clean fake out there. Got everyone surprised at that 43%, and now we're up 4% already, almost 5. Right now, a little bit of a pullback. We expect that to the mean, maybe around 45% before continuing on up. But we essentially came up to the, you know, 47.75, 48%, as we said we would. We said this, we've been saying this for weeks. It's just amazing. Excuse me. It's incredible to see things play out when you apply the correct TA. You know what I mean? It's all about probabilities. Doesn't 100% play out, but in this case, clearly Bitcoin is dominating the markets, guys. Clearly dominating the markets, guys. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like the video as it helps with the algorithm, and also press the notification bell to stay tuned for our fresh off the press content, guys. Thank you so much. So basically, we also have a free educational playlist, link in the description down below. You click on it, get a pen, a pencil, piece of paper. We have educational presentations for you guys, all for free. Check that out. It's great content on over there. And we move on to Bitcoin's performance in the last hour and 24 hours, under 1% gains. And then for the last 7 days, that's the key, up essentially 15%. Wow, in the past week. That's wow. I mean, that's amazing, honestly, guys. Up 15% in just 7 days, like we discussed last week. Massive pump. We do see that we're currently at $543 billion market cap, up 0.90%. Volume is down 22% at $36.5 billion. But overall, I mean, Bitcoin just looks healthy, still above 28K, guys, with all the turmoil going on, everything, you know, with macroeconomy and you know, the banks failures and all that good stuff. Basically still holding strong at $28,000, not caring about anything, as we validated with these charts. You just see a lot of green, a lot of massive candles, a lot of domination with regards to the altcoins. Right now is Bitcoin's time to shine. Is Bitcoin's turn to take over. We'll see how it performs and ends up performing in the next couple of days to the next couple of weeks, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for your comments, liking, the subs, almost at 400. It's amazing. Thank you for your time, for your attention, and for your support, and I hope you guys have a good one.